Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and what we're doing today is clearing some stuff out because we're going to work on the shipyard a little bit. Oh, yeah, so mining the hell out of this rock. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week. And if you are in the Midwest of the U.S., well, hopefully you're staying warm. And if you're on the West Coast of the U.S., hopefully you're staying dry. Oh, so yeah, basically what we're doing is we wanted to set the shipyard up so that it would be able to expand out. In order to do that, we have to clear out basically a large portion of the rock. So yeah, basically it could be for a little bit at least, it's going to be a relaxing episode, hopefully. Nice thing about the tiered tools is that they have enough of a radius that it makes it viable to do this. So now we do need to be careful because we don't want to cut those blocks that we're using as a tether free. And that's going to be about as far forward as I want to go. Okay. Alright. Oh, hello. So we're going to strip a little bit more of this out. Now I don't have to actually open quite this much of it up. But I figured if I was going to start stripping portions of this rock face back, we may as well go ahead and do it. Just for, you know, the sake of getting it. What the hell was that? Alrighty then. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Alright, let's bring ourselves to a bit of a stop here. Which way are we drifting? We're still drifting. Why are we still drifting? Okay, well, you know, any episode you start with an explosion is usually a good episode, right? I'm trying to keep ourselves from drifting because we don't want to have this thing explode again. Alright. That could have been a rather expensive, well, a more expensive situation than it was, I guess. Oh, alright. So let's go ahead and do... Somebody's going to have to tell me what the hell just happened there. So we want you, yes, we want you that way. Actually, so if we go, all right, let's see here. So you're going down through there. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way we place this in here. All right. So if we do that, we lost quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so grab our conveyor blocks. Oh, gotta love it. Alright, and you are conveyor junction, small grid. Let's see, you are a large... blocks. We do that. Alright, flip you around. I think you go that way? Show you a little trick for placing things. When in doubt, use a block. Alright. And we want our thruster. Which one? I think we're using the tier 2 pulses. Right. Yeah, you're the tier 2 ones. Alright. Alright, so that's the ship mostly rebuilt. Make sure that that was not an Argentivus. Alright. Wondering if I can get that up here safely. Can I get you up here? Did we lose the landing gear? I think we might have lost the landing gear. Yep. Okay, so I think I have enough parts to put the whole thing back together again. At least I hope so. Still not really sure what happened there. Alright, so and for the folks that are wondering why I'm doing this, I'm basically trying to burn off the momentum in all directions on all 3 axes. So what happens is that when you're trying to use counter thrust, you will end up putting yourself in a position where, let's go, there we go, where you'll have to basically burn off your momentum. And you do that by forcing it to basically translate across multiple axes. So if you ever catch yourself in a position where you have only 2 or 3 thrusters and they're all pointing in different directions, you can still get where you need to go. You just need to be willing to spin yourself randomly out of control. So, alright, so I think that's should be close enough. We're going to use the bobs to do some assembly work here. Can I get to that control panel? I can. Okay. And so you're over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a really quick cut. I'm going to go take this, go grab the ship, bring it down here so it can help weld stuff up. And when we come back, hopefully we'll be able to have mined most of this out. But we'll see. All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. So, yeah, that was a thing. Oh, so I didn't realize when I was rebuilding the ship, I used a tier 4 drill. So I'm just using that one tier 4 drill to take this stuff out. And so I've had people ask me just how powerful these things are. So just to show you, this is a single tier 4 drill, and it is just destroying the stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how much space that one drill takes. So when I had been talking before about building a mining craft specifically just for this portion, you know, talking about doing something like planetary sculpting or something. Now you can see why I was talking about doing it with one of these. Of course, I didn't realize I had enough of the octa-core to make one of these. So I'm gonna have to check and see how much I have in inventory, because I know I made a couple. Because I was going to make, like, I was actually going to upgrade all of these to be the level 4 stuff, or the tier 4s. I just didn't remember actually making them. So alright, so this gets us pretty much where we need to be. Alright. Okay. So now, in theory, love when I say that, right? Because you know, whenever I say that, something's going to blow up. Alright. But in theory, it should be good to go now. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, should be close enough. Alright. So what we were talking about doing before is everywhere that we have one of these conveyor blocks, we're going to take this section out, and then we are going to do this, because we want this to stay part of the grid. But what we're going to have to do is take that out, and then we're going to grab our hinge. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab conveyor hinge, small conveyor hinge. So with that. Alright, and we're trying to keep these mostly oriented the same way. Take a couple of
inventory full.
Those out. Are we in a gravity well? We're not in a gravity well, so why did that go floating? Interesting. Alright. Now we want this piece to go like so. Let's go ahead and grab our hinge. We want our maximum limit set to 90, lower limit set to 0, I think it is. And then if we do that, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this on all 4 limbs eventually. But I want to have some of this stuff sorted out here first. And that's what I was... I'm fairly certain that is not going to link up. Yes, okay. Which is fine. We're not too worried about that.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Grab the last of these out of here.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
And all of the rest of the bobs should pick their stuff up. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the turn. And we are now going to replace everything we just took out of here. 1, that's 4. Alright, so let's get rid of the junction, get rid of this stuff, get rid of this stuff. We want welders and we want grinders. And grinders. What we're going to do is we're going to flip you around like so. And we want all of these to have the upgrade modules on the same side. Oh, you should be good, right? I don't know if that's going to count on the same grid or not. Alright, so let's do this. Yep, it's not. Alright, what are you missing? Come on. Click over. Alright, so you guys... They used to kick in, so... We're gonna go merge. Oh, where did I put merge block? Oh, I put them... let's see. You're on. Did that. Oh, there's a way to find out. Let's go. You're still not merged. What I may need to do... I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and grind all this down after all. Oh, crap. Alright, come here, you. Alright. It was worth a try. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take all of these apart. We'll build the arms out. And then when we come back, so we're basically going to do a quick cut here. Because what we need to do is basically take all of this stuff apart. Get this stuff cleaned up. Okay, so we have that. So we did grinder. So we're gonna do welder, right? Because we want those all facing the same way. And then what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. That was what, 6? 7, 8.
Inventory full.
Because I did 4. That's fine. We'll do it that way. We'll do 4 and then 8. We put another set of... How do we do that? We did grinders, welders, grinders, welders. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and finish setting this whole thing up. Right? Yeah. And I want to get one of these as completely built out as possible. Get rid of the merge block because we don't need you. And we are going to put the build and repair systems on the end. for a couple of different reasons. One of them being when these things are fully extended out, that'll allow us to do manual mining, so we'll actually be able to harvest some of these resources. But most importantly, it also allows us to have a fallback position in case things, in case what we're building isn't big enough for the welders in the center to get a hold of. Should be, but you never know. So, all right. And then we're gonna go. We did that. That's so. You went from here, and we're going to take this back this way. And then I have an idea of what I want to do here at the hinge area, but I'm not sure it's going to work. So before we go too much further, I'm going to make sure this thing's going to be able to move the mass of this. Oh, look at that. Of course, now having done that, watch, this thing's going to slam into the rock, explode, and kill everybody, right? Well, looks like it's going to clear. And as you can tell, everything is piped in and it is connected. So, yeah, that is going to work. That is absolutely frightening that this is going to work. So let's go ahead and reverse this for now. We'll adjust the speed. But yeah, that hinge area there actually worked out nicely. Okay, so we're gonna do this 3 more times. I'm gonna be here for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another quick cut. When we come back, hopefully we'll have all of this set up and ready to go. So yeah, we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so this has been much longer than I was expecting it to be, but we have everything, I think, set up. So what we've done, let me hop out of here for a second. We now have everything set up. We've got some lights in there so we can actually see what's going on. We've got the hinges in place. Now, I haven't actually turned this whole thing on yet to see if it's going to work the way I think it's going to, or the way that I hope it's going to. And I just realized you're not positioned quite the way I want you to position. Okay. Let's fix that really quick. Alright. Oh, we've got grinders, so we need drills. Or not drills, welders. There we go. So, welder goes that way. We want... Right? No, we want it that way. I think that's the way we want it. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. There we go. I'll have to reset that group up, but that's okay. Now, one of the things that I did is that we put a little control center down here so we can actually see what's going on. We've got spotlights everywhere so that we can actually see when things are working. So, like I said, I haven't tested this yet, so it is very possible this entire thing is going to blow up in my face. Oh, but what we did is we've got this set up so we can turn the spotlights on and off. We can turn bulb on and off. I need to reset this stuff. Those are the only things that I did. Okay. So we're going to turn bulb off. We're going to leave all of the other stuff off. Looking here, if you notice down in position 6, that turns the entire rotor off. 7 increases the rotation speed, 8 decreases the rotation speed, 9 resets it. Now I haven't actually tried using this yet, so let's give it a try. We're gonna go, oh. Now if we hit 9, does that drop it to 0? No, 9 doesn't do anything. Oh, no, 0 doesn't do anything. Okay, so yes, that instantly drops it to 0. That's good. Let's go ahead and get this thing up to 6 RPM. And since we are in a cockpit, what do you think? Fast enough? So if we had something here in the middle, now I haven't set up the counter rotation yet for the blueprint for the holographic projectors. We will probably do that off camera, because what I'm thinking is we're gonna build a permanent spar in there so we don't have the landing gear where it's attached. But now for the part that everybody wants to see, is it gonna blow up when we do this? Look at that. Oh, that's... Okay, that is rather epic. Look at that. Oh. I have to say I am surprised that it works. Okay. So, it works. That's what's important. Oh yeah, I need to put the other spotlight back in there. So yeah, I think we're gonna not press our luck. We're gonna call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be kept up to date with the latest going ons around here, make sure you hit that bell. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it lets you know what's going on around here. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you all back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. That the fact that that works is absolutely horrifying.